Hey there, folks and friends. Connecting dots here. Saturday, March 1st, 2014, Fukushima Day 1086. Now, if you haven't seen Fukushima Day 1085, 1084, 1083, I strongly suggest you start off there so you can understand here where I'm at, what's been going on, because this video is not necessarily busting with information. It's more regarding the personal attacks here at what's come down after I spill the beans here, how there's people on YouTube. According to the recent Edward Snowden, the NSA whistleblower, he said there's government agents online, something I've suspected for a long time, many years now, and I started calling out some of the people on YouTube who I know are fake. They're fake. Because if not fake, then why do they do what they do? They're all about censorship. They're all about keeping the flow of information a certain way, and also if you go look on their YouTube channels, they also propagate, people that are lying, telling you, like, for example, reactor number 4 doesn't exist, it's a fake. There's so much disinformation out here, it's sad. So I mentioned here some of the things that I've encountered, and if you go listen, go watch yourself here, especially 1085, I mentioned Kevin D. Blanch, and lo and behold, the guy comes out here and he puts out a video, and I didn't watch the whole thing, Kevin, you can see here, I've only made it about a minute and a half, less than a minute and a half, and that's because, well, you lie. You just lie, guy. What do you want me to say? You've never tackled me a bunch of times, like he says. And by the way, talking about tackling at this point here at the 1:16 minute, he starts talking about he was a wrestler or a cage wrestler. He's going to take me in a cage. Please, Kevin, be quiet. You're just digging a hole deeper for yourself, buddy. Can you not understand? Like, there's people out there, and I'm not the only one, Kev, who's caught you banning us and deleting our comments when we leave a clear comment with no nasty words. The only problem is with the comment, we didn't agree with what you said in the video. So instead of you giving us a rebuttal, that our comments are too good, they make sense, they make common sense, so what you do is you delete the comment and send us a nasty reply, which is what I said in my video, 1085. I just shared my personal opinion, what happened with you and I, where I left a comment regarding you telling gold was going to fall to zero or something of the sorts, or gold's run was over and jump out of gold, and I just said, no, it's a temporary pullback, it's time to buy when it pulls back. Anyways, regardless, you could have just disagreed with me. No, instead you send me back a nasty message. You delete my comment that I left it on your video, and then you ban me. Well, it's sad here, folks, because if you go read what's been said about me, and it's very sad, he's right about this. What we've got here is a failure of communicate. Yeah, it's on your part, Kevin. You're deleting people, you're sending back nasty rebuttals, and you're resorting to having to ban us because you don't want us to say anything else. And he's not the only one. He's not the only one, folks. I've mentioned here how there's fake truthers. Then we have Stacy here. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Stacy. Miss Melky, another liar. A liar. You're flat out lying, Miss Melky, and there's thousands of people that know that you're lying because I've been uploading the videos back and forth as I traveled across Canada. So it's not because I ran out of donations. In fact, I even said in my very first video announcing of my cross Canada tour, this is how much of a liar you are. In my very first video, I said, folks, I don't care if you don't send me any money because I'm doing this tour with my own money because I need to prove to many of you who were calling me a nutsies, a crazy guy, a radiation got to my head, all kinds of nasty words. I've heard it all. I just wanted to prove to you people that Fukushima is coming down the jet stream. Did I do it? Absolutely. I traveled back and forth across Canada on my own cash. I even said, out of all the donations that I received, it's too bad you don't listen, Milky the Clown, instead of spewing out bullshit, because you would have heard this. I specifically said I received a little over the amount that was needed to purchase both Geiger counters, which is what I'd said in the original video. I said, hey folks, you want to help me out? I'm buying 2 Geiger counters, spending my own money, going across going across Canada, taking radiation tours. If you want to help me out, there's a donation button. If you can't afford it, don't do it, because I'm spending my own money and I'm doing it anyways. So for you to come out and say that it's only in the early days and you only did it because, get lost, you lying sack of you-know-what. I don't need these people here, folks, that are going to lie about me. And same with Buddy Boy here at the top. He's such a liar. I could go to Andrew Biasu, the guy who made Fukushima on the beach. He's recently come out here trying to call me a shill. Good old Kevin D. Blanch jumps in there and lies about the comment that I said to him. Kevin, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And then to try and settle this by inviting me down to your town so you can beat the crap out of me, that's how we do it here? What kind of sick crap is this? You know, one of the good things about YouTube analytics, it allows me to see the age group and the people that follow me. And one of the things I've realized is that most of the people that follow me, the majority, I should say, are between the ages of 45 to 65. It's not to say there's not 20-year-olds and 35-year-olds. There's lots of them. But the majority are elder folks. I shouldn't say elder. Folks who have enough common sense that they're not going to start pulling out fists and going down and beating up people. You know, this guy here, I'm in Canada. Where is he at? Let me at him. What kind of crap? I don't want to deal with that, you know? And then you go make a video and you go post a comment telling people to come out to my video and help you out and attack me. I'm not going to listen to somebody that listens to Sesame Street. I've talked about RT News, how they're one-sided. Oh, you can follow him because they give you great information on Fukushima. But the fact is, it's controlled media. It's Russian media. They'll never talk about Putin, but they'll easily put down everything that's wrong with the Obama and the administration, yada, yada, but won't point a finger at Putin. Bullshit. Take that RT News and shove it where the sun don't shine, because I want unfiltered news. Okay, so if you folks want to listen to a guy like Patrick Penry who's selling books and telling you that reactor number 4 doesn't exist, you guys go for it. And if you want to follow somebody that promotes those kinds of lies, go for it. I'm not into the line. And then to have somebody send back, you know, he just sent this back to, this is why I would have banned somebody, but I usually don't, because I'll even overlook this. But I don't need somebody coming out here. And by the way, the nasty reply he sent to me was much worse than that. I mean, I can handle somebody using the effing word, you know. But I don't need somebody who's coming out here trying to threaten me and tell me it's illegal what I'm doing. Why? Because I'm sharing my own personal experiences of having to deal with somebody who censors? Go ahead, sue me, buddy, because I'm going to be making videos showing you how you're a two-faced person. Okay, and this is what I'm telling everyone. I'm sending back a reply here, because since you put up that video, all these people are sending me, I shouldn't say all, they're up to 4 so far, or 5 so far. They've sent me in the last 2 hours this nasty emails, whatever. Hey guys, guess what? I told them to just, I'm going to ban you forever for commenting and telling them, does that sound like fun? And then I tell them at the end, please go tell Kevin how it feels to have this done to you, and your comment in his latest video about me, which he just uploaded. And then watch as he bans you. Because that's what he's going to do. He's going to, if you go tell him, hey, he's right, it sucks to be banned, he's going to ban you. I hate to say it, folks, but I'm into the truth. And one of the reasons why I wanted the donations for these special radiation instruments that can pick up, identify cesium-134, 137, and strontium-90 is because of the stories that I've been making here, how this is coming down here on the West Coast. I've showed in the last few videos how the government's not doing nothing. I talked about in Fukushima Day 1085, the master scallop die-off here. I live on Vancouver Island. There's a gentleman here. He's lost over 10 million scallops in his scallop farm. Here it goes on to say that 95 to 100% of these scallops, there was a mortality death rate of 95 to 100% here with deformed shells and smaller in size. Now they talk about the acidification, they talk about the pH levels. I talked about how the radiation itself will change the pH of the ocean. So is it the fossil fuels, which by the way they're telling you it's fossil fuels, which there is no fossil fuels. It's ambiotic oil. The darn stuff comes back. In Louisiana, all the old oil wells, they're all filling back up, folks. There is no fossil fuels. There's no dinosaurs that died underneath the ground and we're now living off that oil. What a load of malarkey. Anyways, it's ambiotic oil. And I guess these guys can't handle the truth. When you call them out on their bullshit and you tell them, hey, folks, you know what? This guy's a lying sack of you-know-what, and he censors you. Well, sorry, Kevin. You're going to have to deal with your reality. You dug your own hole. Good luck getting out of it. My advice to you is try being honest and don't censor people that speak the truth. Take care, folks. Hope you enjoy the update.